Oh.
Hello.
Hey! Happy New Year. Welcome back to the Westgate Irregulars. These are the Dungeon Scrawlers. I am Eric Scott B, the DM of this campaign most of the time. I keep saying that. It's like I'm foreshadowing something. Anyway, welcome to 2022.
It's also funny because people can't, because Steven left, your video got clipped. But here, I'm going to shift you. Don't worry. People will see your beautiful face in a moment.
Time means nothing. Space means nothing.
The one side, your right side.
The best side.
Oh, you only see my right shoulder? Okay.
Okay, there we go.
Hold on.
Sorry, your right side is Steven.
Okay. All right, good. Hey, okay, thanks so much for the sub, Daza. Thanks, Critical Role.
Sorry about the technical glitches. The Golden Raven has brought back the world. But things are a little glitched out. You never know. Anyway, I'm Eric Scott B. These are the Dungeon Scrawlers. Take it away, Aaron.
I'm Aaron M. Evans. I'm the author of the Brimstone Angel Saga and the forthcoming Empire of Exiles. We talk about a lot in the next year. But right now, I'm going to tell you I play Cecilia, who's definitely not a warlock and definitely like in a lot of turmoil right now. I also am going to tell you about our sponsor. Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms is a strategy game that unites iconic Dungeons & Dragons characters from novels, campaigns, and popular shows into one epic adventure. And that includes Frida, Havilar, and Mehen from the Brimstone Angel Saga. Yeah. The game is available for PC and Mac on Steam, Xbox One, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, iPad, iPhone, and on all Android devices. If you come from Idle Champions, please feel free to type the code at the bottom of the screen into the chat. It will give you a code for an Electrum Chest of your very own. It is a funny code today. I just want everybody to appreciate that.
Oh, wow.
If you
Original
don't know,
yeah, 5 gift subs. Thank you so much.
Thank you. For more information, you can check them out at idlechampions.com.
Amazing.
I'm Rhiannon Hilt. I write Urban Fantasy as Rhiannon Hilt, the Silver series, and Space Opera is RZ Hilt, the Amsterdam Institute series. And I am going to talk about our other sponsor. I now have a little thing to say for them. Our second sponsor is Norse Foundry Dice. One of the giveaways today is from them. According to their website, Foundry was instituted to introduce a series of stronger weapons in a realm where most warriors use plastic light weapons. They set out to provide weapons of heavy weights made of pure metal that would slash through enemies with a simple flick of a wrist. When each weapon is picked up, you can feel the heavy weight of the metal in your hand, giving you undefeatable power and strength. And when you roll the dice, it feels like you are skillfully smashing the rigid armor and skin of the monster horde. Norse Foundry offers other cool gaming accessories as well as metal dice, and you can find their store and more about them at norsefoundry.com.
I rolled a 20 right there.
Oh my god, thank you so much.
Critical Role.
Oh, yeah.
All right, yeah. Hey, we've got another hype train going to start the year. That's amazing.
That's a wonderful way to start the year.
Hi, I'm Yangying Wang. I am a writer and a filmmaker. And man, saying my intro should be like riding a bike, right? Yeah, I play Stong Makuk, the very hairy heir of the Murder Bear tribe. I think I got that right.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, what day is this? Who am I? What are we doing? We're playing a game, right? That's why we're here.
Everybody be gentle on us.
This isn't a work call, right? This is not another work call, is it? Please tell me it's not another work call.
We took a 1 month vacation.
The mysterious Crabben Gleer, also known as Sturge, is lurking somewhere in the shadows. I cannot guarantee that he will not appear at some moment. So keep your eyes peeled. But in the moment, let's skip over to Rogar, played by...
Oh, I'm Randy Henderson. I play Rogar Battlebairn, dwarf cleric of life and love, and I think he's transitioning out of baby gay at this point.
More like adolescent gay?
Yeah, adolescent gay.
Excellent. All right. And we are ready to kick off the second part of Book 3, Book 3.5, if you will.
Wait. Before you do. So Rhiannon did mention one of the giveaways that we're doing today, but we actually do have another giveaway. So if you take a look in the lower right corner, there is a little box, or I guess more like a rectangle. So we have 2 giveaways going on. One is from Phoenix Dice. They are generously giving away 1 dice scroll, and with 2 full sets of dice of your choice from their website. So not only do you get a holder, but you get 2 full sets of dice to go into it. And that is eligible for anybody in the world to win. You just use !ticket to enter that giveaway. The other one is from Norse Foundry, as Rhiannon said, and it is going to be a surprise bag. So what this means is that they put in like 1 full set of dice in there. They don't know what it is. We don't know what it is, but the winner can tell us what it is. Unfortunately, this one is only available in the US. So it's okay if you accidentally enter it and you're not from the US. If we draw your name and the shipping address happens to be outside the US, we will just draw another winner. So the commands are !ticket and !enter. Good luck.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. As I mentioned in the chat just now, if since the hype train is going, I have promised that if we hit 100%, Stong will definitely have to suplex a train at some point in this session.
A phantom
you
train?
don't, the train will suplex you.
That's right.
You can opt out, but then.
This session brought to you partly by one of my Christmas presents, which was a bottle of Tottori Japanese whiskey. It was really, really good. Not actually a sponsor, but, you know, call us. Anyway, so when last we left things, they were dire and epic, but you managed to convince everyone to come back and rejoin the group, and you found yourselves once again in Dark Dance Tower. You're standing in the middle of a magic circle, surrounded by your friends, as though you had just awoken from a great, dark, and terrible dream. Except that the one who brought you on that dream is not here. That is Lazar, not here. Yes, clarify.
We were trying to go back to the Spear Witch's Grove and got here instead, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You had just rescued Kaleth, or rather convinced Kaleth to come back with you. And then you attempted to go back to Skaha's Grove and ended up here. There are several entities, other people in this chamber. Specifically, you see Skaha fighting with Lilton of all people. And you also see Mirren standing on the floating earth moat, frozen solid like she cannot move. As you stare, startled for just a second, to find yourself utterly unexpectedly in this strange place, Lilton suddenly bursts apart into a swarm of multicolored butterflies that flap in all directions and vanish before they get too far.
Rogar is just gonna look around. He's gonna fall to his knees and start crying, and like he's just gonna kiss the ground. He's gonna be like, "Oh my god, I knew it was a dream. I knew it was a bad dream."
So if Artemisia, like, say, magic missile some butterflies, would that do anything?
Yeah, you can certainly do that if you want.
Okay. So she's
after this. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, she's just going to do it at the regular level, so there's 3 of them, and she's just going to send them to 3 different butterflies to see, like, what happens? What do they do?
Okay. Yeah, your missiles burst into the butterflies, which dissolve.
Yeah, okay. Fine. She's not going to do another one then.
I see. Okay.
So, small question. Looking at the Roll20 map, we are, as you mentioned, Lazar is not there. Sarshan is not there either. We basically just reset and not done what we set out to do.
Oh, Sarshan is supposed to be there. Hang on.
That's fine. I figured there was a chance this was a Roll20 layer shenanigans thing, but
yeah,
just
it's a
wanted
Roll20
to
layer
assess
shenanigans thing.
What level of freak out are we at?
I think Stog is just confused.
Yes, you look around, startled and worried, and then you see Sarshan is there.
Okay, so that all happened. This is a trick. That's where Cecilia's at. This is absolutely a trick. I think if other people don't have things they want to do, Cecilia's gonna kind of stomp over to Skaha and go, "What did you do? We were supposed to go back to the Grove. What is this?"
She's looking at you confusedly. She says, "But what? I do not know."
But you remember.
I do. She looks over at the others.
I mean, Artemisia is going to come over because, like, Cecilia and Skaha, like, that's a volatile combination. So she wants to be there to intervene if necessary. So
Cecilia is absolutely keyed up and, like, pacing. Like, not quite like, you know, Pepe Silva, like, conspiracy crazy, but still just like any second now, the Golden Raven is going to show up. That's what's going to happen. And I'm ready. I've got my axe. I'm going to summon my axe if I didn't do that at the end of the last one.
Yep. As the last butterfly disappears, Mirren suddenly goes, oh, you're back. Did you have a successful dream venture?
See, I told you it was a dream. Hello, bench.
How can it be a dream? We got
no.
Sargent back, and she looks back, and Lazar is definitely not there.
Lazar's definitely not there.
Well, we
Like
went as cats into a dream once. Maybe Sargent was like in a dream, and we pulled him out like a dream world. Isn't the dream world a world?
Ogre's talking about the cat delusion again.
Sarshan looks around, kind of confused, and he reaches over and he just pokes Rogar in the shoulder. Just,
I'm real. Pokes him back.
huh?
Okay.
So it worked, and then we got all of us free from where we were, and so then we got back, but Lazar wasn't here to bring us back.
Yeah, that's a big one. Also, wouldn't this be exactly like, let's be real, like, this feels like a very clever, evil plot of, oh yeah, no, you're totally back home, but actually it's just a whole other little weird pocket universe, like the one where you were a weird dragon, and the one where you were fighting everything in hell, and you didn't go to one. But the thing with Sturge on the beach, that was just depressing. Like, I think she's messing with us. I think this is all just messing with us again. So any second now we're gonna have to fight.
Hey, thanks so much for the subs donations, Meyer Doug. Meyer Doug with the 5 gift subs.
Apparently he sent that 5 minutes ago, and it's just now happened. Well, I mean, it happened, so thanks, Doug. All right.
Well,
so Sarshan says, Cecilia, might I have a word with you?
What's the safe word first? What's the word?
And before that, any of that nonsense happens, Skaha steps up next to Cecilia and says, "You will come no closer to her, servant of the piercing."
Excuse me.
Oh no, he's the servant of the Golden Raven. No, now he's the servant of Cecilia. No. Oh, I'm so confused.
Rogar, don't help.
Skaha points her spear at Sarshan.
Can I slap her spear down?
You can.
I would like to slap her spear down.
Okay, with your axe or with your hand?
A feeling axe.
Okay. All right, so the two weapons.
I think so, yeah.
The two weapons, both conjured from a similar power source, kind of like spark against each other, and there's this little electrical connection. And then Skaha looks at Cecilia totally surprised. And she's like, "What are you doing? That thing plans to destroy you."
First of all, you don't get to make decisions for me. You gave that right up a long time ago, and now I'm too old for it. Second of all, I feel like we have slightly more pressing issues than you not liking my boyfriend.
She called him
Any
boyfriend.
second now.
Any
Do we
second
have a way
now,
to like shield ourselves? Like, We don't have tinfoil in this world, but
Yeah.
Well, we should go to Briar House because that's easier. Because I mean, no offense to Mirren, but this is her space. And
Mirren, how do we block extraplanar entities? Assuming you're not a puppet of one, how do we know if they're puppets?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think protection from evil or good. Rogar, you can cast that, right? That'll shield somebody from being possessed or taken over.
Also,
Anyway,
track.
that's just
We
one
need
option.
a tracking problem.
But that's like one person at a time. I don't know if I can like.
Fair enough. As long as you stand in the magic circle, that should keep you from being possessed. But you've stepped out of the magic circle.
But we're not worried about possession, are we? We're worried about her arriving.
Sorry.
I wasn't until right now.
Sarshan, who's starting out of the magic circle, is like, Cecilia, will you come with me?
In the circle or somewhere else?
That's what I mean.
Okay. I think Cecilia is willing to go stand in the circle and yell.
You know, there's not a lot of there's no chairs in the circle, and there's no ale in the circle, and there's not a bathroom in the circle.
We should go to Briar House. It's got glow and the spirit and like the wardings that I cast on it before. So
do the wardings protect against? She got Sarshan out of the rose garden last time.
Mirren says, okay, slow down. You've obviously had a great trauma, great
like 6 at least
combat, battle, terror. I'm not sure. Your dream quest became a nightmare. All right.
Oh, I know where you're going with this. We should go to the Purple Lady and get drinks because, holy crap, we've been through a lot. We should just go and.
Okay, well that was my second suggestion, but my first suggestion was, what is it you're worried about? And maybe I can help you, but I need you to calm down. And Skaha says, we're worried about our nemesis finding us. Can you help with that?
From another plane.
Yes. Mirren, there's another alternate dimension me, and she's the worst. And she keeps popping in and trying to murder us.
All right, I can take care of this temporarily, but you're going to want a long-term solution.
Yes, like permanent would be great. As long as this is a real. How do we know if this is real? Ooh, Stong, can you do sendings to people who should be here?
Yeah. In the meantime, he had actually been sending to Shiny.
Hi.
Okay.
What
do you say?
When he sends to Shiny?
Well,
Shiny, are you?
You have to craft the message first.
Shiny,
I was just being excited.
are you actually alive? Is Mirabelle okay? We went into another dimension and everybody was suddenly gone. Is this the real Westgate again? Please. And that's it.
Okay. So you wait a moment, and then you get a return message from Shiny that says, Stug, sounds like you had too much to drink last night. Not sure what this other dimension business is. I am fine. Mirabelle is fine. And my wife is fine.
What?
What?
Do we all hear that, or do you just hear
Just
that?
I repeat that out loud, like word for word as I get it. But then when he say wife, I'm like, what?
Yay!
Whoa.
And like, just for a moment, I'm like,
Oh, are you okay?
Guys,
Stong?
I don't know. He never mentioned a wife.
What
You know
about
him. He never takes off that plate armor.
that woman that we rescued who went with him?
Oh, that's
No, the woman
my
from the
God.
vat.
Oh.
I don't like it.
I don't like
guess
this
that's
world. I want to go
possible.
home.
I kind of
You just-
remember the details on that. Who is she?
He just
went
never
down in the-
mentioned that they were falling in love before, and we talked almost every day. But I guess it's possible. I guess he might not tell me everything.
Rogar puts a hand on Stong. Is it okay? Are you a wee bit jealous there, Stong? You okay? Because you're just platonic with him.
I mean, I'm just surprised. Like,
Oh, okay.
I want some kind of proof that we're actually back in our Westgate.
What better? That sounds like good proof. Like
he's find it because we're not. But
Stung, you start getting a message that is brewing in your head, and you hear Mirabelle's voice. Hey, Daddy. Other Daddy said you might have been confused by what he said, and he said to tell you that he got hand-fasted just this morning. Also, I like cake, and I want to see you again.
Aww.
Stung replies, "What? You're talking, like for 25 words, and then the very last word, he's like, and then it just like cuts off.
You miss so much.
I'm not going to tell you how to parent your child, but I am concerned that she suddenly has a stepmother we've not actually vetted as a party.
I missed her first word.
They
she
should
talked.
come back here.
Oh, you're right.
I mean, we're in a bad situation, but like maybe by the time they get here, we will have resolved it. So
stacking problems. I have a meta question that's a did I forget something?
Mm-hmm.
Because I would have sworn that we managed to bring Darkest Westgate Teenage Maribel with us because she was with us when we went to when we were in the Grove, and I had thought she was on the map when we came back, and we were all like, "What the heck just happened?"
Yeah, she doesn't appear to be here.
So that's why I'm checking.
Yeah,
okay.
She doesn't appear to be here.
I just made that up. Don't worry.
That happens in dreams. It's okay.
Okay, so Mirren, in the meantime, has finished casting her spell, and this blue radiance trickles out from her hands and surrounds you all like a fog, soaking into your skin.
Because nothing bad has ever happened when Mirren has cast protection spells over us, so this should be good.
We're like just desperate right now. I feel like.
Yeah.
Wait.
All right.
Mirabelle sent me first. That means my baby can cast level 3 spells, at least. Amazing. She's growing up so fast.
Wait, isn't it a cantrip? Isn't it?
Can you cast
No.
it for other people?
Oh.
Or is that, did I write it wrong?
Sending?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think
Yeah,
you.
I'm pretty sure it's just a self thing.
Well, I liked having Dahl do it for his brother, so I don't care. But
He's
we
got a
found
special
another
version.
thing I don't know.
Hey, yeah, Mirren says, all right, there we go. That should protect you from scrying attempts for the next 24 hours or so.
Okay. Well, that's something.
Now we can go get drinks.
The Skaha says, and how are they supposed to trust you exactly?
I mean, we trust her more than we trust you, so...
Obviously, that's true, but how do you trust her at all? This could all be a trick.
Mirren, what's the best room in this tower?
Obviously, the bathroom.
See, it's definitely Mirren.
My bathroom, not the communal bathroom.
Right. The fancy secret bathroom.
That's
That
right.
we definitely don't know about.
Skaha's like, ugh.
It's got the good bubble bath.
So this spell, will it allow us to leave the manor? Or is it on us, or is it on our location right now?
Oh, she explains the mechanics of a non-detection spell. That it'll basically render you invulnerable to detection for 24 hours. She says, but you should try and find a permanent solution in the interim.
Ugh, okay.
Illyra might have some information about that. Well, it's not really my story to tell, I suppose, but she has some information about how to do things like that.
I told you, purple lady. Let's go.
And Ska says, I can protect my daughters well enough without your interference, witch. And Mirren says, you're being quite rude, witch. I am their friend, and you abandoned them.
Literally, we asked her to do this. We said, please do this, Mirren. Okay, if we need to go, we need to go talk to Illyra.
Skaha is still pacing around, kind of like a wolf circling.
I kind of also would like a drink, but I would like to find a solution. And a further proof that we're not in a well, I wouldn't know the word simulation. That we're not in a weird created vision.
Like an illusion.
Like an illusion. Like a full illusion.
You can all make investigation checks if you like.
Oh.
That's what that skill is for. Woo!
Amazing.
15.
11.
11.
14.
None of you get the sense that you are in some kind of illusion.
But that's what the illusion would want us to think.
That is what the illusion would want you to think, yeah.
Buckle in, guys. There's gonna be a lot of this.
Everyone's a doppelganger.
Oh my god!
Okay, Cecilia, Artemisia's gonna see if you'll take her hand, the one with the ring in it, and be like, hey, hold this for a second.
Why do you still have that?
Her hand is also very scarred with
oh my god! She's gonna
burns.
take her hand and just be like, what happened?
And so Artemisia's gonna go in the ring. So Cecilia's holding the ring.
What? Okay. How do we get her to jump out? I forget.
Skaha also goes, what? All right.
Just gonna hold the ring up and shout through the circle. Just do one of these and be like, Artemisia, get out of there right now! The golden raven can go through there!
Okay, Artemisia, make a charisma saving throw, please.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Artemisia
sorry,
just like,
I
best way
didn't mean to
beat
do that.
The big bad is just lure them to right where you are before you get a long rest.
Oh, that's 20.
That'll stop her.
I mean, before I, saving throw, so 32.
Oh my god, okay. Yeah, it is difficult. Like there's something pushing back on you while you try and go into the ring, but you do make your way through, and you find yourself landing hard on your shoulder on a dark, rocky plain.
Oh, jeez.
Like pieces of stone are floating up into the sky all around you. Lightning is crackling. Sometimes from clouds to the ground, sometimes from the ground to clouds.
She's looking to see if anybody else is there. Is that another investigation roll?
Perception.
Perception, okay. 17.
Okay, yeah, you don't see anybody else. You have this immense feeling of just space spiraling out around you.
That's weird. Okay. So she's gonna pop back in a second, but just briefly, she's gonna be like, all right, my space, I say what it looks like, and see if she can get it to look like her father's study again.
All right, make a charisma check.
Since that is a check, and that will be 17.
Okay. So you're exerting your will. Some of the stone starts moving, kind of coming toward you and pushing itself together in a crude form of a building. But it seems like it's going to take more work.
Okay. She will do that later. So she's going to pop back now.
Oh my god, when you said MySpace, Google put it together as MySpace. This is like a very late 90s flashback.
This is your ring is your MySpace. That's awesome. It's just filled with all your poetry.
Thank you, Shay.
Thanks, Jay.
Yay.
So you pop back out of the ring?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Oh, hey.
She's not there. I was checking to see if she was there, and she's not there. It's fine. And then she's gonna like hide her hand, like you didn't see any scars. Those are ugly.
But-
she doesn't have any
but
ugly
I-
scars.
Okay, I'm gonna do you the courtesy of not yanking your hand back out right now, but that might be coming. She can get into the ring.
That was
And I
very
just checked, and
reckless.
she's not
daughter.
there.
That was very reckless, Skaha says.
Oh my god!
What's Lauren, you? I don't need.
We'll have this conversation later.
I think we'll have this conversation now.
Oh, okay. Well, guess what? And then I'm gonna walk out and start hanging with the lady.
Okay. So,
Just like to be clear, like Cecilia is clearly like vibrating with anxiety right now and about to blow.
okay. So at that point, Sturge clears his throat and says, I shall take my leave now. All of this madness, no. I am done. I shall see you anon. And then he misty steps away. Into the shadows somewhere.
Where hopefully the tech gods will assist him
Right.
and bring him back to us.
We're trying our best.
All right, Cecilia, so you're walking out?
Yep.
Okay.
It's good
Action
good
follows
solution to
along with
problems. Walking away from them. What served me well in the past is fine.
Skaha looks down at Artemisia's burned hand. And she says, are you all right?
I'll talk to Rogar. It'll be fine. Rogar,
I?
can
You'll
you help me out here?
Oh, of course. Always happy to. Sorry, I didn't ask before. You need a bit of healing.
She
Sure.
looks after Cecilia, narrows her eyes.
Maybe
Says-
we should come over here. And he
Yes.
guides her away from Skaha. And
Yeah, Skaha's just standing there, alone, in her own failure as a parent. Fine.
all right. So, Rogar.
Ruan comes over to check out Artemisia's hand as well. He says, oh, maybe I can help. Would you like a berry?
I mean, sure. It's not going to help with the healing or the scars.
Yeah,
is
but
it?
it might taste good.
And Rogar will say, Ruan, Cecilia seemed really upset. This might be another one of those great opportunities for you to, mend a little bit of the barrier is there between you.
Oh, you think she might like a berry too? All right.
Aye.
Be well, sister. He touches Artemisia on the shoulder. Other sister!
Hey, welcome, Raiders.
Hey, welcome, Raiders.
Hey!
Kalis
Yay.
looks around, and just with a mighty beat of her wings, which sound like rattling bones, because that's what they are, she flies off into the sky and then out through the opening in the ceiling. Just takes off.
She's just like, I'm out. She might have a baby to take care of her day.
Okay. All right. So, Cecilia, you burst out the doors and head down the ramp or the stairs.
Looking carefully for anybody who looks like me or Gold Mask.
Okay. Yeah, you
Just
find
in
yourself
case.
in the courtyard, the slightly overgrown courtyard full of fountains and statues and huge mushrooms and flowers. Just like it's a grove of wonder, like a flower garden grown exceptionally large, or perhaps you have grown exceptionally small.
Wait, is this like something weird in magic has happened, or
Oh
it's
no,
like
this is what it's
Mirren's-
always like.
Okay, just checking. It's like,
Yeah,
am I?
This is what
is
Mirren's
this for the
courtyard's like.
audience, or is this for me?
This is for the audience mostly.
Got it.
Yeah, okay. Sarshan is following you, looking thoughtful, which might not be a good sign for Mr. 8
Oh.
intelligence there. But
Wait.
Okay, you get a little bit further out into the courtyard. Gaha appears through the doors, and she says,
my God.
"Daughter."
I'm going to grab Sarshan's arm and keep walking.
Do not walk away from me.
You started it.
Okay, so here's the thing. The thing I think Cecilia would do is not a good idea, especially considering she just yelled at Artemisia. But I think she's really sick of this, and I think she might turn around and cast banishment on Skaha.
Okay.
But you know what, Artemisia, if you see
Raven?
this, Artemisia, if you see this, you can yell at her about it. I just am like, that's I think what she would do, and maybe this is how we learn.
Inside the building.
This is how we learn. Actually, and it may not work because it's she has to make a charisma save at 19.
Okay.
I have to
Yeah,
assume.
she vanishes. Poof.
I'm very satisfied for a moment. I think maybe
Okay.
Cecilia turns and takes a couple steps and then remembers that the Golden Raven has access to that banishment sphere as well. And it's probably not a good idea to hand Skaha over to the Golden Raven. How many spell slots do I have?
Okay.
Just the
Ruin
one.
comes out just in time to see that go down. And then he looks
Okay.
at Cecilia with a certain degree of fear on his face.
I would like to drop banishment.
Okay.
I kind of want to cast this new spell that I took, Far Step, so I can just keep teleporting away from her, but also I don't want to leave Sarshan to deal with her either, and I can't take him with me, even though that's absolutely how that spell should work, I'm just saying. So, it should just be Dimension Door. Anyway,
So
I'm
one
going to
second.
drop it.
So Ruin comes out. He sees that go down. He's like, "Sister, what have you done?"
Just made her shut up for a second!
Okay. I guess that
I'll
makes
drop
sense.
it.
All right, you drop the banishment. Skaha does not reappear.
Oh, crap.
What?
I'm gonna assume that she jumped from the banishment sphere and she's fine because that's how that would work. Or the Golden Raven got her, in which case.
So
balls.
Ruin hurries over to you and he says, yes, you probably just sent her to her grove.
Can I stomp back in and be like, Dawn, can you do a sending to my mom and tell her to cool off wherever she is? And hopefully she'll just reply back with some yelling. You don't know what's going on, and that's great because I don't think anybody knows what's going on.
Stong will do so. He's only got one sending left afterwards.
Oh, jeez. Well, we really need. Well, I don't want to make you use your last sending.
Oh,
but-
no. I'll have one left afterwards.
Oh, gotcha. I don't want the Golden Raven to get her because, well, it would be really inconvenient. That's the reason. That's definitely it. Like, it's not, because she's the worst and I have to kill her still. And I mean, I'm down to one parent now.
Oh,
They all
Cecilia,
have to be garbage.
how many banishments do you have left?
I feel like. Did I see someone buy back my spell slot?
Daza did.
Thank you, Daza. I feel like I could do 2 more.
Do you think if you tried to banish like one of us and we ended up back here afterwards, this would prove that this was our plane?
That's a good point. We just have to do it really fast in case she's sitting in the banishment sphere.
Yeah, I mean, you can just drop concentration on it like a second later or
See,
something.
That's what I was doing with the ring, and then you got all mad. See, it was a good
Okay,
idea.
but the ring, I already don't like the ring because it's Lilton's ring. But okay, fine, fair. Who feels like they're the best equipped to deal with the Golden Raven if she's waiting in the bed?
I have a lot
Stong,
of.
you're
I'm
volunteering?
pretty tough, yeah.
Okay.
So Ruan
here's the
raises
deal.
his chin and says, "Maybe you should send me, sister.
No, Stong's already got
No.
this.
If you don't want
Volunteer
to,
first.
It's okay, Ruan.
if you don't want to associate with our family, maybe you should send me away."
Oh my god. Ruan, it's not about you! Okay, Stong, I'm gonna banish
No, it's
you.
about
Oh
us.
my god! Ruan, just chill for a second. Why are
I
you
feel like your family needs to get together and hire a
Yeah,
professional.
I could just do both of you. Yes, like, or, you
Okay,
know,
he runs off dramatically.
Have you guys tried talking to
I'm
each
just
other?
gonna make
About
brief
your
eye
feelings?
contact with Rogar. Like, I assume this is a thing you deal with. But now I'm gonna turn to Stong and I'm going to tell you, okay, I'm gonna banish you. What should happen is you end up in the banishment cave, and then I'll bring you back. If something goes wrong, do ascending, and we'll figure out a way to get you back.
I'll cast protection
okay.
against evil on him before he goes, just to like, you know,
That's smart.
as an extra.
Okay.
To make sure
Okay.
he doesn't get possessed, Mirren says.
So I cast
good.
banishment on you.
I don't.
I'm assuming you're gonna fail
Resist.
this throw.
Mhm.
Yeah. So where does he go?
Wait. Hold on. Are you saying you could resist if you wanted to with
I
Mr.
mean-
Negative Charisma Modifier?
I mean, if you
Um,
rolled a 20,
If I roll a 20,
it
or
could happen.
I have a +4 to my save, so yeah, it's possible.
Okay,
It's possible.
there you go.
Yeah, if Stong ever gets charmed into attacking the rest of the party, Cecilia can easily defer that threat, right? Yeah, okay. Yes, Stong, you get teleported into this icy cave. Your perceptions are ravaged. It's like everything is just moving, blurring around you, and you can barely focus on anything. You're basically incapacitated.
Have I
while you're
been
in this cave.
inside Cecilia's banishment before? Like, do I know if it's
I
the
don't think
same
so.
as before?
I don't-
Okay.
I don't know. But yeah, you're basically in this blurry ice cave.
Yeah, I would have said to you, you're gonna either be in the ice cave or you'll go home.
Okay.
And then I'll pull you back. Because if I was sending you to your home plane, I have to hold it for a minute for you to stay there. But you would pop in, be like, oh look, it's Briar House, and then come back.
Okay.
You hear a faint humming sound
In the banishment?
in the banishment.
Do I
And then you
recognize
hear-
that sound?
What's
It
the
sounds
tune?
vaguely familiar. It turns into
Oh, I heard Steven.
shit.
Yeah, I did
Where
hear
did
Steven.
Sir, where did you come from?
Oh, you heard me? Oh, God. so that
Hooray!
means-
Yay! Yay!
Does that mean you've been listening to my conversation with my wife, too?
Nope.
A
Oh no, we
little
just
bit,
now
but it
heard
was
you
low.
clear your throat.
No, I
That was
heard it
it.
Because
before.
I gave
I heard
up
it
a lot
before.
of secrets in that conversation.
Oh.
Oh man, the secrets of long-time married couples. Wow.
So
You
what's the
decided Sturge was
tune?
tired of our nonsense and left for a bit. So maybe you
Yeah.
came back because you missed our nonsense.
He missed the opportunity to heartily agree with Ruan leaving. He's going to be mad when he finds out about that.
He's like, what? Someone else stomped away dramatically.
Okay, so we just, to test if this is real Westgate, Cecilia banished Stong to see if he went to to Westgate home or if he went to the banishment sphere.
Mhm.
But I'm only gonna hold that for a round and drop it. So you got 6 seconds of perceptions.
Okay,
Okay.
Stong. So
So-
you hear a voice. Oh, Stong, how's it going? Are you in the ice cave or have you gone home? It's definitely Cecilia's voice. Stong, if you speak, I'll hear you.
I thought I was incapacitated.
You can
That's what he
still
said.
speak, though.
He doesn't want to. He's like, if I don't talk to her, maybe she'll think I'm not here.
A shadow appears in the cave that you're in. Oh, Stong. Haven't you learned yet? I am the mistress of time and space. 6 seconds for her could be an eternity for you.
Oh no.
The Golden Raven kneels down in front of you. You seem to be deprived of your senses just at the moment. You know, she touches you on the forehead. You were always my favorite. It's too bad you had to die and leave me alone. Are you going to do the same thing to her? And no, I don't mean me. And she kind of like gestures slightly, and you appear back in the mortal world next to Cecilia, who literally dropped the spell like 6 seconds later.
What happened? Are you okay? Did you go back home?
Stong is like shivering, and he says, "She's in your banishment realm, Cecilia. She taunted me while I was there, and if you're anything like her, she's a good taunter."
She gives good taunts.
Just want to like rip this spell out of my brain and forget it. But also, I don't want her to win. But also,
she basically told me that even though your spell, you tried to make it last 6 seconds, because she controls time, it could be so much longer. So I really don't know what happened to Skaha.
but you didn't see Skaha there because everybody goes to the same place.
No.
All right, so meanwhile, back inside, Rogar is tending to Artemisia's hand.
Oh, I'll hold your hand. I'll pull her a little bit aside from the others, because they're doing their thing, Cecilia and Stog, in case he reappears. Don't want him.
You're inside. They're basically on the steps.
Okay. All right, and I'll attempt to cure cast wounds on the hand, and I'll say Yureen did this,
Yeah, but it was because she was in it at the time, but she's not there because I checked, so no, it's fine.
And right, but she, I think Cecilia, she suggested you destroy the ring, right? Maybe. Well, I'm sorry.
I mean, both Cecilia and Skaha don't like the ring, but they don't understand that it's mine now. So I'm not going to just destroy it. It's important. It's useful.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I mean, on the one hand, I cannot tell you what's right, obviously, to do. On the one hand, I do think, she fears that the Golden Raven might reach her through it. But on the other hand, it has saved our lives on several occasions. So I will say, I saw you in that dream world as a bronze dragon, and you were powerful and beautiful, and I've seen how much you've grown in your magic and into your magic since I've known you. So I'd say just, trust in yourself. Only you can ken if you can handle the ring or no. And if you truly think its dangers outweigh its benefits, I know you'll do the right thing. If you think its benefits outweigh its dangers. But, I perceived how your stepmother Marcelea was always making you doubt yourself. And so I just wouldn't want you to let Cecilia do the same, even unintentionally.
Well, thank you, Rogar. I mean, I don't wish I was still a bronze dragon, but I don't know what to think about that whole thing. So, but it wasn't real.
No, but I think those were dreams of our possible futures, and knowing that, you were powerful and beautiful, but you were also, I felt very alone and unhappy in that little cave by yourself. So, I think that as your friend and as a cleric of life and love, I'll just say that, that made me sad, but maybe you should be off. If you have a boyfriend here, well, not a boyfriend, who's a dragon, and maybe you should be off being happy with him so that you don't end up alone as a dragon. Maybe you're perfect for each other. I don't know. Maybe, or am I matchmaking at the wrong time? Sorry. Okay. But
I didn't think that any of you really liked him very much.
I like anything that makes you happy, and seeing you as that dragon unhappy in the future, I just, it seems like maybe he'd be the perfect partner for you if that is your future. And because, okay, I'll just say, given how much all of our constant craziness has put me and Ruin's love life on hold, I can just guess how you ended up alone in that world, constantly chasing one emergency to the next, the Night King, then Lazar coming after Cecilia, then your mother coming after Cecilia, then the Golden Raven coming after Cecilia. It's easy to get caught up in all of that, and it all feels very important in the moment, but I'm starting to see that maybe, we need to I don't know, make sure the same thing doesn't happen to us that's happened in that dream. Maybe we need to prioritize our own happiness a wee bit more, right?
Samiran's kind of pacing around. She's like, huh, doing your matchmaker thing already, huh, Rogar?
Hi, I mean, why waste the time?
Wrong. He's not wrong, Artemisia. A little bit of happiness can go a long way.
You got to take care of yourself before you can take care of others. So, don't be afraid to maybe go see Zarkar? Zarkast a little bit, and don't feel like I just want you to be happy and make sure you're taking some time to be happy for yourself. And all of this stuff with Cecilia and the Golden Raven is huge, but I mean, if the world is destroyed again tomorrow, you only have today. You know what I mean? And he starts to
she's gonna pat his shoulder. Thank you, Rogar. I'll think about that. I mean, right now we have to find a solution for the Golden Raven for longer. But
well,
that's what I'm saying. We're always trying to find
spell on you every day, Miran says, but I might not always be available. So I do think you should seek out Illyra and see if she has an insight.
Oh, Illyra and the purple lady, where there's lots of ale. Let's go.
Did the healing work?
Oh, did the healing?
Yeah.
The scars are a little less obvious. They're still there, but they're not gone. They're not gone entirely, but it looks a lot better.
Okay. Artemisia's gonna sort of clearly be sort of still obsessing over them a little. Like when you look at a little mole or something and then it suddenly becomes huge because you're staring at it so hard.
The pimple effect.
Yeah. All right. So the two of you,
Rogar.
the two of you head out onto the porch, where you find your friends conversing about what just happened. All of that took place at about the same time.
Yeah. Does Artemisia hear anything about Skaha, or has that part of the conversation been done?
She is definitely not there, and Ruin is not there either.
Okay, so if you went to the banishment sphere, that means this is real, but that doesn't make any sense. That's what Ruan said, that the world got destroyed, and that's what she said she was going to do, right? That she was going to destroy the world. Why would she just say, never mind?
You're all
I'm
here.
lazy, but she's not me.
Sarshan says, you're all here. So I want to share something very important. Which is that I can speak without my curse triggering.
Oh, thank God.
But we need to make sure that it hasn't gone back into effect, because the Golden Raven is treacherous. Wait, I just said the Golden Raven and my head didn't explode.
Angie said something not nice about her too.
She's a bitch. Hey! Oh, okay.
Yes, but also
maybe not that.
weird.
Maybe not that. Okay.
I don't know how to navigate this.
Okay.
Right.
So this feeling of uncertainty and discombobulation, I'd recognize it well. This is like what happens when I awaken after my curse activates. But I didn't die, so I'm not sure how that it's quite the same, but it's like this.
Do we went back in time?
Maybe?
But not exactly, because Lazar didn't come with us.
Well, also, Shiny has a wife. How fast could he possibly have gotten married?
I mean, it's already extraordinarily fast. Let's be real.
Sarshan raises his hand. Lazar, as in the enchanter who tricked me into, enchanted me into trying to kill you that one time?
Yeah,
her
father.
Oh.
He
died.
got us to.
Oh. Fair.
Can we go find Illyra?
Artemis is gonna go to Sarshan and shove him at Cecilia.
Ah.
Be like, "Ah."
It's all right, Cecilia. We'll figure this out.
I-
Mostly you'll figure it out and I'll be there. Watching you figure it out.
Thank you. I
Yes,
need
I
a
am.
drink.
I am not very smart, but I do know how to drink.
That's not exactly what I need you to do, but
Okay, I
Okay.
know how to watch you drink.
that works.
Excellent.
All right, this sounds like a plan. We go to Illyra, we figure out a
Yep.
way to make this non-scrying, non-detection thing permanent. And then we make a plan, because I don't think she's gone. I don't know. Maybe I'm being paranoid.
Well,
it doesn't feel
she's
right.
Not. Clearly.
That's right! She just threatened you! Yes, I'm not paranoid!
Well, and also, if we're back here, I kind of feel like she, let us come back here.
Yeah.
So she wants us here for some reason.
Sarshan's
Okay,
eyes
So we
narrow.
just gotta prepare to mess her up.
Unless it was never gone in the first place, maybe she lied about that. Maybe she can create our little dream demi-plane worlds or whatever. But
She is a dangerous, treacherous creature, Sarshan says.
Okay.
I mean, we did travel to
Definitely-
another plane. There was another plane that we actually went to, that we experienced all that. Unless
Aye.
Lazar cast a different spell.
it was called Dream of the Blue Veil, though, right? Doesn't that mean it was a dream?
Rogard,
No, that spell takes you to a plane.
yeah,
A different
takes you to
actual
a
plane.
place
Uh-huh.
as a dream. Just there's
Like the-
another plane.
Like the cats, when we were cats.
Yep. Like
Okay.
cats.
Sarshan
I
raises his
firmly
hand
believe
again.
That Cecilia was like, this did not happen. And Rogard's like, I'm pretty sure it did.
Shall we make with the drinking?
What?
We
Yeah.
talk to Illyra first, but then I am 100% behind some drinking.
I mean, there's no reason you can't talk to her and drink. Just don't do it at the same time, you'll choke.
Fair.
I have fallen for that several times, Sarshan says.
I do it all the
Speaking of
time.
cats,
It's hard to remember.
Artemisia wants to call Mitzi just to make sure
Yep.
she's okay.
Mitzi pads out of the shadows and hops down onto your shoulder. Hello. Yes, you have fallen down in your petting duties and tried to rub up against you while you were asleep, but you didn't wake up and pet me. And I am very cross.
Oh, so you were here while we were in the spell?
Yes,
Did you see anything?
I saw you sleeping there and not petting me.
No. Okay.
Also, your sister sleeping there and also not petting me.
Well, you know how Cecilia is.
Yeah, I'm working on her.
You should leave that to Cyril.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about Cyril.
Cyril, he means well.
Anyway, we can have this conversation as we're walking to the purple
All right.
lady.
So you head to the Purple Lady, which a fest hall festooned with purple silks that fall from the ceiling, slightly undulating in a breeze to simulate the feel of movement. Places full of folk dancing, reveling, having a good time. You'd almost forget that there was an earthquake and economic collapse in the city. But then again, most of the people who patronize the Purple Lady are fairly well off. And then you show up traumatized, full of anxiety.
Bringing him down.
That's
Shay immediately greets you at the doors. Oh, you're here. Oh, you were gone for not all that long, I suppose, but we missed you. Here, come in, have some drinks.
Shay, have you been
Oh.
here this whole time? Did anything weird happen to you?
Hells no, I was not here this whole time. First of all, you left the city for some time, and I had to escort this small group of, lesser adventurers. You remember your accountant? Yeah, he was one of them.
We have an
Right,
accountant?
but
I said we don't need an accountant. We have a jar.
Apparently, he was telling me all about.
No, I hired
when you-
him.
He was telling me all about when you hired him. You interviewed a great number of people, and he was the best. Anyway, but I escorted them into the dungeon far from the city, kind of near the ruins of the Cormeral estate. Anyway, it's a
that's it.
story for another video.
That's what you've done.
And I've done a number of pieces of paperwork. She looks a little tired. She says, "You've been busy for a while. But wait, when did you leave here? I feel like you've been gone for a long time, but I can't remember exactly when that was. Anyway, please come in, have a drink."
Wait, something's weird here. Because
Sargent says,
it was
"It
only
is weird. She seems tired, but she's never tired."
I mean, legit.
little guy is just happy. Let's going for the drinks. He's dragging Ruin along. Come on, Ruin.
All right, so she gets you situated in a private booth.
How do we tell if Shay got
Got one.
compromised?
Oh.
So I'll let you think about that for a moment.
Hmm.
But Sturge. Okay, Steven, is your audio setup working?
I believe it is.
Yep. All right. So Sturge, you promptly stood up and told them all that you were done with them for the moment and you will see them again anon, and then you misty stepped away into the nearby shadows. None of them could find you, obviously, but you saw most of what happened, and then they left to go to the Purple Lady. Did you follow them, or did you go a different direction?
Well, Sturge is going to follow them.
Okay.
He'll just ghost along in the back, and he's lost in his own thoughts. He's
Your passive stealth just decimates their passive perception.
and he's just ruminating, just chewing on things, trying to process, and feels a little bit on edge. Pretty sure that if he interacted with anyone, he would say something he regretted. So he's just kind of stewing.
Yes. So you're passing along through the streets, and as you're going, you see a familiar sign in a window, which is that you see a six-fingered handprint on a window, which is a signal that you have set up with Fane, wherein she indicates that she wants to see you for some purpose.
And does that mean knock on the door of the house where the window with the six fingers is?
Is that what it means?
I'm yes.
Okay, that's what it means.
So
This is
he
when you
knock.
decide you're like, no, this is when I jump on all the roofs and I skip across like Batman.
So, and maybe Seven in the chat has pointed out that Sturge has to consciously decide not to be noticed, and I think they meant has to decide to be noticed, and that is true. Yeah, most people cannot see Sturge unless Sturge wants to be seen.
So he'll go around to the back of this building, whatever it is, and presuming that it's kind of an abandoned thing with lots of dust, enough dust to make a big handprint on the window. And he'll slip in the back.
Okay. Yeah, you come into the storeroom of a shop that sells odds and ends, whatever they can find that fell off the carriage. And sure enough, a young boy appears into the back room. Is looking around. Obviously doesn't see you because, you know. And goes and puts a little box on one of the shelves. And then he murmurs to himself, well, if only Sturge were here, I could have a conversation with him.
Well, he's going to just lay a hand on her, on presuming it's Fane, shoulder, and say, "What perfect timing I have."
Oh no! Stranger approaching me in the storeroom. What could happen next? In Fane's voice.
Fane,
Oh, I recognize you, cousin. I'm so glad that you came.
does she have 6 fingers?
In her natural form, she does have 6 fingers, yeah.
I thought that was just because Littleton has 6 fingers. Like a certain demon lord, I'm just saying.
We're just gonna.
Well, Fane is Lilton's daughter.
Sturge is gonna just examine his one natural hand, see if there's any like scars where a 6th finger might have been once upon a time. No.
Fane looks at you carefully and looks up at your face. So,
What news, Fane? I've had a very, very, very bad week.
I am sure you have. Did you try and talk with somebody? Did you try and make a friend?
Tell me some good news, Fane.
Some good news. I dreamed about you, you know. Not in that way. Well, not entirely not in that way, but partly in a strange way. We were in a very dark place.
Go on.
Well, the city was reduced to rubble and dust and darkness and death. And I saw you in a mirror, and I seized you through that mirror. And it did not go well for either of us.
Yes, I had the same dream.
She steps closer to you. Are you my mirror, Sturge? Or am I yours?
That's so deep.
Oh, you wound me. I didn't mean to be deep. I meant to be literal.
It's possible. I had some good, well-intending, skilled, famous, desired by many, and then.
So, do you think that I saw you looking at your hand earlier? You starting to doubt your own reality, your own body?
Oh, you have no idea. You have no idea.
Actually, I have some idea, but okay.
Are you going to anchor me, Fane? Will you be my anchor?
Oh no, I will be the wind beneath your sails. I will be the rope that pulls you into the depths. I will be the friend who shoves you off the cliff unexpectedly. But I will certainly not be your anchor.
Well,
What if the anchor tied to his ankle?
I know, that's what I was thinking.
You made a sign, our agreed upon sign. What news do you have? What is your desire?
I think you should come with me.
Where?
To find out the truth of your past, of your life, of our lives, I suppose.
I believe I know.
You are my cousin, after all.
Well,
Unless you don't think that's true.
I have a theory. I have a theory that not only have I changed my own memories, but I changed some of yours and your father's. You believe all these things you keep telling me about our kinship, blah, blah, blah. But I created that. And you are simply following the memories I implanted there. I'm also certain that I erased my own memories in order to better hide myself from my pursuers.
Perhaps you should come with me. Leave this place. We'll find out the truth together.
I just got back, and though I loathe Westgate with all my soul, it is my home, and I want to rest. Are you going to take me to some other plane? Am I going to find some other Westgate? Am I going to find... I am tired.
I was thinking we'd go to Waterdeep. I have some, well, I wouldn't say friends exactly, but like acquaintances who I can probably get favors out of. Anyway, but yeah.
You would go to Waterdeep?
Of course. I spent a great deal of time there until a certain someone screwed it up for me.
Who was that? I haven't been to Waterdeep. I've dreamed of it. In fact, I want to buy a townhouse there.
Sturge, follow my advice.
Oh my God.
Learn from my tragic experience.
After this is
Never fall in love with a paladin. Never. They will screw your life over. Never do it.
Oh my lord. I'm not much one for gossip, but did you fall in love with Galen Dren?
Hey! Only a little bit.
Oh.
In my defense, he is very lovable.
Caleb the Bane.
And also an utter arsehole. Anyway, the point is, we will go back to Waterdeep where he will not be. And then we will live like kings or queens or non-binary rulers in a constitutional monarchy.
Are you fleeing from something, Fane?
I'm fleeing towards something. I never flee from something. Anyway, you go and have your rest, and I shall return to you, and we shall talk again.
Thank you, Fane. This has been quite enlightening. Think about what I said about the memories that have been tampered with. You
probably don't want me to think too hard about that. Otherwise, I might decide that we're not actually kin, and then this whole deal is off.
It all hinges upon us being kin, does it?
Well, I mean, otherwise, what use are yours of me? I might as well kill you, huh? That would be fun. I'm just kidding, Sturge. You know I'm just kidding, right?
My brain.
She grins, her teeth are very, very toothy.
I give her a kiss on both cheeks, hopefully surprising her, and depart without a word.
Oh.
What a romantic my cousin is. And then you hear this, "Oi, boy! Bring up those things!" And she goes, yes, right away. And she pulls a dagger out of her belt and she says, "Coming!" Okay, so in the Purple Lady, Shay has shown you to a private table. Sturge, do you want to join them at some point? Or
yes.
Are you staying aloof? Okay.
I am going to join them. Is it the whole gang at one table?
Well, Caliph is not there.
Except Caliph.
And Ruan is not there. Sarshan is there. And then the
Skaha's not there.
And Skaha is not there.
Mm-hmm.
But these four are there.
Yeah, he's gonna sort of take a big breath and think to himself, you know, the one thing that's solid are my friends. That's my anchor. So he'll go in. He doesn't usually drink, but he's going to stop at the bar, order something virulent and hideous, hopefully, and take it to the table and plunk himself down. Is there a booth? Did I hear you say a booth?
Yeah, it's a private booth. This is the Irregulars booth, right? Like every time you have spent some time at the Purple Lady, they've taken you to this booth, and it has now become basically your place. Yeah, and Shay brings you copious drinks and finger foods, not made of actual fingers.
In my head, Sturge has gotten like a goblin tiki drink. Like, it's a big, elaborate cup with like a grimacing face and like weird bits of what do you call it? Like when you put things in, like lemon slices and mint leaves, garnishes.
Yeah,
Weird garnishes. That is virulent. It's like
awesome.
a purple mushroom ring instead of an orange wheel.
Love it.
Is that what you're looking for? Or should I readjust my headcanon?
Yep.
All right, so Sturge appears with this questionable drink
Like a scorpion bowl.
in a scorpion bowl.
Little straws coming out of it.
Yeah.
I love how delighted you are.
We could,
Sorry.
one of these days, I'm going to run a session of this game, which is entirely me describing preposterous drinks and ways they are served to you at a tavern. And it's going to be amazing. But today, we want you to process your trauma. So feel free. Take it away. You're all there.
So we asked Shay, we told Shay we wanted to talk to Illira, I'm assuming.
Yep. She says, "Oh, yes, Illira is... She's still sleeping. Is it urgent? I could wake her."
It's pretty urgent.
Well, she's not sleeping, probably. She's probably trancing. But
It's like-
the last few days have been hard, so you never know.
I mean, maybe we should let her finish her trance.
No,
so
you
that
should
she's-
definitely let me wake her. Wink.
Oh god. Okay.
I'd say it's like three rounds urgent. Like, maybe we get through 3 rounds and then we start like thinking maybe where the heck is she? Because
All right.
We basically really, really promptly need some non-detection magic. I guess we have 24 hours technically, but this is not a thing that can get forgotten or backburnered. It's very important.
Shay reaches up and touches the little little sapphire choker that she wears, and she says, "Oh, I see. All right. I'll see what we can do. I will return." And then she heads off, leaving you with drinks.
So,
okay.
DM, Artemisia doesn't have sending or anything. Is there any way that she can get hold of Zarcast, or does he just kind of show up sometimes?
How do you hook up with your dragon boyfriend?
I mean,
You don't
sometimes
have
he
his
shows
cell
up.
phone call. You send Mitzi. You're like, Mitzi, can you just bring this message?
Actually, that seems like the most logical.
Mitzi says, "Oh, of course, mistress."
Okay, so she's gonna send Mitzi off.
Okay, Mitzi scampers off and flaps out of the place.
Yay.
The bartender says, "Oh, that's where the cat." All right.
She's not a cat, she's a Tressum.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, Rogar will lean forward and say, if you think we need to, I could cast greater restoration on Shay. If maybe you think she's cursed or something like that. You
I don't think she's cursed. I'm wondering if she got. I'm wondering if the world did get destroyed and then got put back together, but not quite. And I'm assuming that Shay has brought a bottle of Jeweled because
Oh yeah.
that it feels like the kind of enabling that Shay would do.
Oh yeah. She
Does-
brought
Love
a
you,
big
Shay.
bottle of Jeweled and she just slid it towards Cecilia.
Does
And
Stone
Sarshan
know?
looks at it and he's like, "Oh."
That didn't go well the last time.
Didn't go well for Artemisia either.
She's just gonna pour a glass while she's talking way too fast. So she destroys the world, and then, for some reason, possibly to torment us, she puts it back together. But she puts it back together slightly off because something weird happened while Shay was here, and the world was destroyed. Possible?
Does Stone know how much level of power an entity would need to reassemble the world? Because
It seems like godlike power to you.
It seems
It
cockamamie.
seems beyond godlike, right?
Yeah, it seems impossible.
Well, I don't want to say no to that theory, said Celia, but it does seem unlikely. She would need a lot of power, like beyond the gods. The power of
She
creation.
has a lot of power. Right?
I mean, she's you. How would you think? How would you do it? How would you get that much power?
I
How
don't
would you
know.
destroy?
I don't have this level of ambition in my life. I don't have any
Yet.
idea how she became like this. Just gonna drink some of this.
I mean, in terms of becoming the way she is, like, what do we know about what led her to become the Golden Raven?
I don't know. Maybe her mother was a horrible shrew who kept picking at her. Maybe her father was just.
Sarshan looks gravely at his glass of jeweled.
Well, she got a golden mask. We know that. So we'll just make sure Cecilia doesn't buy.
Though.
Oh,
Wait, isn't it Skaha's gold mask?
Yeah.
So you're
Okay.
saying if Skaha were taken out of the picture, didn't you just send Skaha away?
Wait,
Are you talking about me becoming the Golden Raven?
Well, isn't that
Not
that's
you,
what we're talking about, right? Like, how would we prevent? Oh, wait, are we trying to prevent her from becoming the Golden Raven, or are you just trying to understand?
Because really,
Whoa.
like, if we can sort of figure out maybe why she became the Golden Raven or the path
Right.
to becoming the Golden Raven, then we can figure out what she wants.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Because why would she destroy the world and then reassemble it? Why did she even let us back into our Westgate?
It's a trap. That's why. So this is definitely a trap.
It makes
Okay.
much more sense that that was all a dream, or that and the world was never destroyed. I think.
It doesn't feel like a dream.
Why? What?
Well,
kind
were
of
you really
trap?
in the hells? Was Artemisia really a bronze dragon?
but Lazar is sorry, Cecilia. Lazar is still dead. Like I saw him die, and he's not here, and he's not like popping up somewhere.
Oh, but that's maybe why we came back. Doesn't if we go into the dream of the blue veil and then he dies, we come back? Isn't that like how it works?
Yeah,
Not
but then
after
we were
a certain
there
time
for
passes.
for a long time after.
But in dreams, time is weird. Like when I'd sometimes dream, like I like it's really, 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 really long time, but then I wake up and it's not.
Rogar, is there a particular reason why you really are hoping that it was a dream?
Because if it wasn't a dream, then she could just destroy everything again tomorrow, and I don't want that. Like, but but we have to consider that's a possibility too. So I say, we live every day to the fullest. We treat every day like it's our last, because it very well could be. Hell, we almost lost everything to the Night King, and then we almost lost everything to the Golden Root. My God, we like almost every other day the world's going to be destroyed. We really should be like drinking more, I think, and having more fun.
I mean, I know it's scary that there's somebody out there that has the power to destroy everything and reassemble everything, but she is also our friend Cecilia, right?
Hi,
No.
So-
and we're all here.
No, Sarshan
No.
says
I-
no, definitely not.
But she didn't kill us.
She also
Is
said
that
something to me in the banishment that made me
What?
change my mind about her.
What did she say?
She said that that my death really affected her, and she warned me not to let myself die. It was kind of a weird warning because it almost was like a threatening don't die. But at that moment I felt like I sort of sensed that her version of us might have been important to her.
Oh.
And maybe that's why something happened. And that's why she is the way she is. Do you
Maybe-
think it's too late?
if that were the case and she has such power, why doesn't she simply reorganize her own reality and bring back her friends, her version of us?
Good question.
I don't trust the thing she said to you. Did you inside check her?
I never inside check my friends. It's
I just want to give a quick shout out to the poll. How did the Golden Raven become what she is? A, it's just a phase. B, World Serpent's daughter. C, her mommy was icky. Or D, too much jeweled.
I enjoy
easy choice.
that you spelled jewel as the vaping tool,
Yeah.
which is a fair. I mean, it's a weird word. It just conjures a different image, and all the sort of anti-vaping ads that we get. DM, I hate to do this. I really have to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Can we have our break?
Yep. So the group has been having. The group continues to have a conversation. We will take
Because I
a
would
break.
love to pop in on this, but I can't think about anything else.
Queue us up for 10 minutes, Yang Yang.
Oh, wait.
Everybody, don't go away. We'll learn more about everything. And do vote in the poll. Let's see how this turns out. Don't go away. We're back. Hello, hail and well met. Welcome to the back half of this episode. Some time has passed. You're a couple of rounds in. The darkness is starting to settle. It's winter in Westgate, so the darkness comes sooner rather than later. And out in the street, they're lighting the lamps. Very few people stay on the streets after dark in Westgate. In the Purple Lady, they have lit a roaring fire in the fireplace. And the dancing, there are more dancers now, but they are also softer, more sensuously dancing. Just the atmosphere is a little more relaxed, but also anxious. And go.
She's never coming down. We're just gonna sit here and then we're gonna have to go back and we're gonna have to make Mirren do this all over again.
Well, if she doesn't come down, we'll just go up. I mean, eventually, before we leave, we're not gonna leave without talking to her.
Exactly why are we waiting for Illyra?
Illyra's got some, Mirren said Illyra's got some non-detection magic and it would work for longer than the thing that she did. Because if this is not an illusion, I feel like we're just burning time until our Golden Raven decides to just show up and mess everything up, slarn it all up.
Exactly. That's why we should just be having fun as long as we can until that happens.
No,
'cause-
God, no. Like,
I mean,
that's just a way to get caught. That's how they catch you. That's the trick. You just let your guard down and then you're just screwed.
but we always seem to get caught anyway, and so we might as well have fun until we get caught, and then we always get ourselves out of it somehow.
Rogar just is drinking another ale, okay?
Okay. Oh.
He's not
hey,
entirely wrong, Sergeant.
Starship, can you get me some water? I probably need
Nope.
to drink some water.
She doesn't get to win.
She says, I can't. Sorry, Rogar.
What? I'm not gonna boss you. Like, I mean, Sergeant, I don't get this. And if, oh my God.
Okay,
What?
Sasha, can you get me some water? So
I want some
we
water.
all should have water. Water is good for you when you're
I'm gonna
drinking.
get
You
up.
should drink
Yeah.
I'm
lots
gonna
of
get up
water
and
when
go
you're
have
drinking.
some water.
Okay, yeah, you totter over toward getting some water.
Oh, Cecilia goes and gets water?
I'm gonna get some water.
Okay, Rogar will follow her. And say, Cecilia, do you think we should cast Greater Restoration on Sarshan just in case he's still really serving the other
He's
you?
not. No, because I already fixed it. Why don't you trust me?
I trust you. I just don't. He killed the other me, and like I'm smart, but this is all very confusing.
Listen, you met the other me. How do you know the other you wasn't an asshole?
True, but then isn't Sarshan the other Sarshan? So maybe he's also an asshole, and we don't. He's like in Gish, or I don't know. It's very confusing. Like
No,
Sarshan's
I
dead.
was very smart, and I tricked her into taking the gauge off.
But he said so. He said he loved you, but then he was under the gauge. But then he was really serving the Golden Raven, which is also you. But then
Are you
so he
telling me he
loved
doesn't
her.
love me?
And no, I'm saying he loves
What are
you.
you talking about?
But he also.
I don't know. This is the best
but you're
time for
also
So
you're also the Golden Raven, and so
I
if
am
he
not!
loves you, does that mean he
No.
loves her? And is that why he's serving her? But then.
Oh my God! I'm gonna storm off.
Oh no, I'm sorry. That's not what I made a mess of it. I didn't mean that.
Listen, just gonna go
just,
over
you
there.
know-
We're like, I don't want to hear that I'm the Golden Raven because I'm not. I don't know what
no,
the deal
you're
is.
not
None of
you're
you
not
have
the
to
Golden-
deal with the fact that maybe alternate you or future you or past you. I don't understand it. That maybe that you're a monster. So just give me that because I'm not her. I don't understand how that happened. I don't
Okay.
get it, and it's not fair. And we're like, I'm having a very bad day. Just gonna
So,
take another cup of Kool-Aid.
Sarshan knows how you're different, the two of yous.
Does
So,
he?
yeah, Sarshan, tell us how the other one's different.
what? Sarshan looks over at you. I'm sorry, Mia. Did you say something?
Are you okay?
Not really.
Oh,
Why don't you
he's
tell
having
us?
a worse day than me. Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Can you tell us something that you couldn't tell us before, Sorshin?
I could probably tell you a lot of things that I couldn't tell you before. You want to
That's-
be more specific?
Well, let's see. What is her plan? What is she doing? What does she want from us? Take it
That
down.
that I do not know. But she is obsessed with you. All of you.
With- Oh,
Well, I mean, you understand. Obsessed with us. Why?
You have something that she needs or something that she wants or
Oh, a hug? She needed a hug. That was very clear.
I've never seen that be successful.
this. Cecily's gonna pull out her mask. This is what she wanted, isn't it? This is the thing, isn't it?
That's a symbol.
Doesn't even mean anything anymore.
Well, come.
Maybe.
You must know what she wants, Sorshin. What is it?
He looks like he's trying to think, but it's not his strong suit. She is cruel.
Yes.
Maybe that is all it is. It's just inflicting cruelty. I wish I could tell you, friend Sturge. You are my best friend, and yet I cannot tell you. Not because I'm geshed or cursed, but because I do not know. I do not know what she wants or what she could be looking for.
How did she get her great power?
She took it from other powerful entities.
Do you know which entities?
Some of them. Well, the one that will make the most sense to all of you. You recall when we were fighting the Night King, when Stong was killed.
Yeah.
Rogar was not on hand to bring Stong back, and she did not take it well. And instead of shattering the chalice, she absorbed its power instead of the Night King.
Was she present?
The first time. So when that happened, I was afraid that it would happen again. He takes another drink of the jeweled. But
I'm
no,
gonna grab that
course.
bottle. Because she's me.
No. Sergeant looks up. Is she? No, that's not possible. You are kind and thoughtful and caring, and she is not.
So she
Not
was
in
not
any
kind.
way.
She was not kind and thoughtful and caring before Stone died then. That's good to know.
Perhaps I did not pay enough attention.
All right, so she wants something from us. What more could she want? She just absorbed a chalice that we destroyed.
She wanted me to give her the mask. She wanted me to give her my power.
Yes.
She wants me.
She wants to absorb you.
Does she want to
Absorbing-
be you?
She didn't go
That's
about
really
it very
hard
well,
to
so.
believe right now.
She wants to absorb you, take your
Power-
place, so she can get closer to me.
The power of the chalice was not enough to make her all that she is. There were others.
Who are the others that you know of?
He looks at Celia. Others.
Like a plate?
Just
Oh,
say
Like
it.
Did she
a
just
bowl?
absorb Lazar? Did she absorb Lazar?
He's not that powerful.
Others of herself, I mean.
She's gone across the dimensions, the whatever those places are, the alternate universes, and absorbed. She's been killing herself across the universes, and you are the next one.
You sound
Wait.
rather excited about
Yeah,
that.
it sounds like it.
She could have already done that, though, right?
Well, I want to absorb the other Sturge. That's what I'm talking about.
There it
What does the
I
other
feel like
church
you're
feel
learning
about
a lot
that?
lesson here.
The other Sturge is going to try to absorb you first, buddy.
And
Just watch out.
no, you want to know why that won't happen? I just took a feat that makes me impossible.
Okay.
What if he has the same feet?
Yeah.
Then what happens?
You're like, boo, boo, no, boo.
Oh.
I took this feat called the One, which means I've tracked down dozens of versions of myself across many, many multiverses.
I wonder how she absorbed.
It's like the plot of a Jet Li movie. Anyway,
I wonder how she absorbs people. How? What's the mechanism? Does she have some artifact? Sorshin, how does she do it?
Is she using Roomba?
Hmm. Lots of attachments in the room.
she takes their masks.
So it is the mask, even though it's symbolic.
But Cecilia didn't give it to her, so
No.
Why? What was the deal she was offering you for your mask? Like, why would you give it up?
She told me that I could get away.
Get
That
away.
She'd send me and Sarshan to another plane. That way we could just be happy
Oh, that sounds nice.
at the price of my power. She didn't mention you guys, and so that wasn't a deal I wanted. So I convinced her to remove the gauche to prove she meant it. I pretended like I was about to hand over the mask. I guess she forgot what a liar we are, because I banished us both, me and Sarshan.
Ooh.
out of there.
And she didn't follow you.
Well, we ended up in Skaha's Grove, and she couldn't get there, because that's another thing that I noticed you're not telling everybody. She consumed the Heart of the Piercing, and the Grove is warded against the Heart of the Piercing.
Yes, Russian says.
I don't know what that means. My magic still works, and I don't know why.
What's the Heart of the Piercing again?
Patron.
It's my friend from school.
Oh, right.
Don't explain it to him, it just makes him confused.
Oh. Okay.
She underestimated you, Sarshan says, his eyes kind of glittering as he looks up at Cecilia. Yes.
She just let me go so that she could just do something different and worse?
She underestimated your love for the others, for all of us,
I mean, she's
because that is
for you
something that
guys.
she could not understand.
But thousands of other Cecilias took the deal.
So there's a lot of happy Cecilias out there, I guess.
And Sartians?
I don't
And
think
Sartians.
it. I mean, the other thing, I don't think this ends. I don't think that would have ended well. She can tell me everything's gonna be fine, but do you believe anything she says? You shouldn't!
That is true.
Are you saying we can't believe anything you say? I don't
Yeah,
understand. like-
pretty much, Rogar. Where have you been?
No, I believe you. I trust you. You're my friend.
Our friendship is the power we have, it seems like. So, I mean, we can't start doubting that now.
Well, if we are together, we're very strong.
Sarshan looks very hangdog, or very hang wolf, if you will.
I.
You should have taken the deal,
No!
he says,
Why do you say that?
because she would have been happy.
No!
And now
No!
we will all suffer.
Cecilia, do we make you unhappy? Are you unhappy with us?
No! I have to go! I can't. I have to go. She's gonna take the jeweled and she's gonna walk out.
Sarshan looks like he's going to follow her,
I'm
and then he
sorry.
doesn't.
Not to break the
Sturge.
moment, but Steven, you have a student message. Someone would like.
It's
Oh,
really
no. Oh?
A little extra credit.
Mr. Molino, can you make an exception on my Journal 15? There was very little information to be put on the paper. That's for the people watching on YouTube.
I mean, the person's name is Little Nas, so
Lil Nas,
Lil Nas
XPF,
XPF.
which is pretty great.
Little Nas.
Lil Nas exception has a C in it. I'm just gonna let you know that right now. But otherwise, I'm totally with you, man.
Yeah. You got the extension. No problem.
Well done, Mr.
Oh,
Molino.
he's shaking his head though. He's saying one thing, but then
Well, here's the secret. There's no real due date, so you don't really need an extension.
Yeah, just between you and Steven,
Oh.
there is no due date.
I mean, I'll be accepting those up until the end of the semester anyways.
That's one of the additional perks to being a subscriber to the Dungeon Scrawlers Twitch. In addition
Exactly.
to no ads and
Like office hours.
awesome little
extra office.
No ads, extended office hours, and you'll be Mr. Molino's favorite.
Yeah,
Hey,
just join the Discord and message him anytime.
Gold star loan, Naz.
Do your best, buddy. Okay,
I
so
can also say that's not true. I don't want to get him in trouble. Like,
I also really enjoy the fact that they asked for that without clarifying who they are.
yeah.
Oh, Steven knows. I'm sure
I pretty
Steven
much,
knows.
I only know one that really shows up.
Fair.
Okay. All right, so Cecilia has walked away from the table. Sarshan was maybe going to follow her and then didn't.
Man, Stong thought about it, but I think in Stong's headspace right now, like you've seen like this little pyramid of like ale tankards that he's been slowly just drinking and building higher and higher and higher as the evening goes on. But he's not getting any drunker. He's just appears like incredibly sober and like in thought. And he thinks about going after her, but he doesn't.
She took the jeweled. I just want to be super clear about that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone go
her.
with Cecilia?
Yeah, Sturge is going to ghost after her.
okay.
He's going to give a meaningful look at Artemisia as he goes, in case she wants to join.
Oh, if he's sort of inviting her along, she'll go along.
Yeah, I don't think we
Rogar
should
will grab Artemisia and be
be
like,
alone.
this is what I'm talking about. Like, she seems to want to be alone. Maybe you should spend some time with Zarkast while you can, because we're going to be dealing with problems tomorrow, and we still have to talk to Ilra. Like, happiness.
Well, Zarkast isn't here yet, so
Okay.
for now.
Hmm?
Okay, so Serge goes after Cecilia and Artemisia
Artemisia
as
goes
well. Okay.
Yeah.
So the two of them go after her. All right, so yeah,
Cecilia has gone out, like found an alley and is hyperventilating.
Ah, Jesus, an alley. Perfect.
Whatever, you love alleys.
You do.
Oh, good.
Well, Rogar will, I guess, will follow after just to make sure and there's no healing needed or anything.
Leave poor Stong alone.
No, this is fine.
So Stong and Sarshan.
Yep, Stong and Sarshan.
Sad drinking.
Sarshan looks up at Stong at one point. So do you want to fight? You know,
Yeah.
sparring. Yeah, let's do it.
No. This never happened to the purple lady.
I mean, unless we count that time Stong hooked up with the priestess of Leviatar. Did take bets.
I like how Stong just made an animal handling check.
Yep. That's how we do this.
Oh, nice.
All right, so Song and Sarshan are now wrestling on the dance floor.
Stong's scratching a certain place on Sarshan, and his legs going like this.
Hey, yeah, exactly.
Look, just because you're upset Shiny went and got married doesn't mean you get to come in and steal my boyfriend.
Shiny got married. How did I miss that?
Oh, I'm sure this came out in the drinking, but yeah, Stong did a sending to Shiny to ask him if he was like, okay, and this was the real world, and Shiny said, everything's fine, I think you drank too much because you don't make sense, and also I got married.
Like that
And
morning.
we all freaked out about
Like
it.
as an
because
afterthought.
It is unacceptable that Mirabelle now has a stepmom none of us have met.
Unless we have met her and it's that one woman that we
And
rescued.
then it's unacceptable. She came out of a vat. That's just not okay.
Oh,
It's
that's
very
great.
suspicious.
Okay.
As like Stong is still scritching like Sarshan, holding him down on the dance floor. Wow, we've got a copy paste going on here now in our chat.
What is
That's
that?
hilarious. Another person asking for an
With the same typo.
exception.
Yeah, it's well, that's what the copy paste is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cruel. Stop
And
that.
I love how Original
Fucking
Angston gifted
fun of my
a sub
students.
to Little Nas. But yeah, I mean, Stong will talk to Sarshan later. He does have something he wants to ask him after the Cecilia thing.
Sturge is just going to go up to Cecilia and say, none of us can be alone right now. Sorry. I'll just be over here.
She's
And
just gonna
don't-
stand and watch me. That's it.
Well, I did bring your sister. I think she understands a little more than I do. Perhaps she might entice you back into.
I mean, I'll help with the jeweled so you don't have to drink it all yourself.
Mm.
And I'm sorry.
Two holds it up. There's just a little left.
Sorry if I upset you earlier. I just, I know I found it a little bit difficult at first with Ruin, knowing that he dated Sarshan before, your brother Sarshan, and so I can kind of understand how it would be weird. Sarshan having been with the Golden Raven before, but now,
That's very different. They did not date.
Yeah, they weren't
She
together.
just tormented him.
Okay. I don't know the details. I'm sorry. I thought. Okay.
Which
Well, that's
is like
better.
a whole thing that
That's
apparently
even
we're
better.
just
Better.
Not going to talk about.
It's better.
It's better.
Worse?
If
No,
better?
it's really
Worse?
bad. It's really weird and confusing. There's not a book for this.
Well, Artemy's just gonna try to hug Cecilia. She doesn't know what to say, so.
I couldn't do it. He keeps saying I should have said yes, and I couldn't have possibly said yes because it would have just been us. It wouldn't have been any of you. I didn't know what was happening out there. I didn't know what she was doing, and she was like, just give up. Just give up. And I couldn't do it. And he's so upset about it. And I don't know. I don't even understand how he can look at me. And I can't even think about any of this because Skaha's up here telling me how to live my life like I'm 8, like I'm a kid, like she didn't just bop out and leave me behind. But it's not like I got something better, and it's like even more I don't got something better now, right? Because he gets chomped up. He's really gone.
I saw him. Yeah, that's what I saw. But that means you don't have to think about him anymore if you don't want.
Eaten and...
But it was the teeth. I think Scarehair was just swallowed. I'm trying not to give you details here because I don't think that you want to have that image.
Fair, I'm pretty sure Scarehair got the teeth, but then she did have help when she landed. To be fair. I mean, I don't have to worry. Sorry, go ahead.
Is it a sense of loss that is based on a hope that he could have changed and been a real good father? And now that's no longer possible.
It's stupid, right?
A bit, but...
How comforting. No,
I don't care.
It's totally fair.
He's so utterly deranged and really evil. I cannot imagine anything but a miracle transforming him into someone that you could respect.
He had his moments. He's just, I know you don't like your dad. I know. I don't know if you wish he was dead. I certainly wished he was dead plenty of times, but there were times I thought, he's a person. He could change. Maybe none of us can change. I don't know, but I just kind of hoped. But you're right, he can't now. He can't, and I don't have anybody, and except Ska showing up, telling me how I'm supposed to do things. Like she knows anything. And
well, she could change too. Well, okay, so you didn't really talk much to the mother rats, did you?
No.
She wasn't great, but there was something there.
Her daughter turned into the Golden Raven, so we have some qualms.
maybe it's what? Maybe that's the benefit of having the parents you did. You learn to not follow in their steps. And you have Sarshan, who you left back in the bar, I think.
Oh, of course you do.
Installed. Hi.
The clouds open up and it starts raining.
Dramatic.
Let's go in before Stong drinks himself into a coma.
Cecilia is gonna get out her mask, which by now we have absolutely established is actually Lazar's mask, right? And she's gonna hold it while she walks in. She's like, "You wanted this back so bad?" She wants it so bad, but it doesn't really mean anything, does it? I thought I was such a badass stealing it, and it doesn't mean anything. And she's gonna get very agitated and storm up to the fireplace and throw it in the fireplace.
Ooh. Sturge is gonna stand back and look around for Ska.
Okay. Flames start licking up around the mask, up through the eye holes.
There we go! Problem solved.
It's kind of like a send-off to him, maybe?
Is that the mask that the Golden Raven was asking for?
Mm-hmm. This is the one everybody wants because this is the only thing that's useful about me, apparently.
No, he said it was a symbol, but and so symbols have power, and so it's good to burn it as a send-off. But that doesn't mean the actual power. You don't still have it.
There's another possibility. It's possible that is a component necessary for absorbing you. And if you destroy it, she can't absorb you.
That's
I
good.
mean, wonderful side effect. I'm gonna go.
Sturge is
Flames start rising as the mask actually catches flame, rather than just the paint kind of peeling off.
Sturge is gonna go ahead and toss a little create bonfire right in there too.
Just double up.
Okay, so now
She's just gonna watch it. I thought she'd
huge amount
storm
of
off,
fire.
but I feel like she's gonna watch it.
I mean, flames are pretty enticing. Just watching
There's
them.
that.
Okay, all the activity in the purple lady has kind of slowed down, and more people are watching what's going on. You see, your bonfire particularly attracts a huge amount of attention. All the lights in the purple lady seem to have gone out, except for the bonfire.
Here it comes. Stepping back into the shadows.
You're like, it's quiet. Too quiet. Lightning flashes.
Nope.
A figure appears in the doorway.
Oh my god. Which one?
Yeah.
Her eyes glittering green.
Okay. I was gonna say, do we have time for a mod poll? Golden Raven, Wilton, Ska? But I think you just gave it away.
She steps inside. And she raises up her chin, and you can see Skaha's face in the firelight, and she says, "You've done it."
Yes, good for her.
Hi. And
You approve.
And if the Golden Raven really wanted the mask, she was in control of this place, she would probably have stopped you, aye? So that's a good sign.
You are free.
Free of what?
Free of that identity, of that face. She heads over toward the fireplace and looks at the burning mask. He was not a terrible man. I mean, he was, but that's not my point. I cared about him once.
Good for him.
Not especially. I doomed him.
He doomed himself. Seems like to me.
I feel like this is some serious shade she's casting on me right now. Parenthood, the ultimate damnation.
No. No, it was not you that doomed him. It was me. I drew him in and showed him another world beyond the one that he knew, and it ate at him.
Are Stong and Sarshan fighting on the dance floor? I completely forgot that we came into that. Is that
Song,
still
make
happening?
an athletics check, buddy.
Athletics.
Yeah. Oh, you're doing a very athletic thing.
34.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, Song is doing great.
Oh.
Let me just check in on Sarshan's athletics. I gotta open up.
Oh, Stog, go Stog!
He's got Sarshan in a headlock. He's like, "Who's a good boy?"
Oh, I haven't leveled up Sarshan. I'm
I
sure it
got
wouldn't
some
make that
bling
much
bling.
difference. Okay, yeah, Stong, they are placing bets upon you and showering you in coin because you are doing great.
I'm
Let's
sorry, I'm not
see.
here to manage. I'm not together enough to manage this and get you a cut in that.
Yeah, I think Stong was
Yeah,
just.
Sarshan got an 18 on his athletics check, which is not as good as yours. So you're obviously winning the wrestling match, but he's hanging in there. Like you're still
Get
going.
him in a headlock and start asking questions.
Yeah, but I think Stong thought that by initiating in some of this combat and stuff, like he normally enjoys, the physical activity, it would help make him feel better. But like, it doesn't. I think after the wrestling is done and he collects the coin and he pockets every single one carefully, he misses not a single coin. He'll go to Sarshan and he'll say, "Hey."
Hey. Sarshan doesn't look like it cheered him up either.
You love our Cecilia, right?
Yes.
Just our Cecilia?
What do you mean?
I mean, you've encountered other Cecilias.
Oh.
I suppose.
Why didn't you protect any of them?
Couldn't. I tried, but I couldn't. I thought maybe if I just did everything right this time I could save everybody. But I failed.
Have you ever tried digging into her past?
I do not understand the saying.
I think the thing I'm beginning to realize is that I know she cares about us, but I don't know if I actually know who she is. When I started thinking about possible motivations, where does she come from? Who raised her, if not? And he motions at Skaha. Or is she not there yet? I'm a little confused
Yeah,
about the logistics.
she's
now.
there. She's there at this point. Like she's come in, she's by the fireplace, she's talking.
Let's talk later, Sarshan. Just think about what I've said. And if you know anything about where she grew up, where she really grew up, you'll let
Can
me
I
know.
clarify something?
Yeah,
Are you talking about Cecilia or are you talking about the Golden Raven?
Cecilia.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I mean, both, I guess. Why not? Either one, because they're really the same. The further back you go, it's the same origin point.
Okay.
I'm just gonna use my newfound plane shift to not be here anymore. This seems like the safest way to deal with this problem.
Have you learned that spell yet, or do you
I
need
mean,
someone that teaches you?
I guess that's the DM thing. It depends. Am I level 14 or not?
14?
Or 13, sorry. Whatever we are, I forget.
You haven't technically learned that spell yet.
Fine.
I want story. Okay, it's fine. Anyway,
well, everybody's turning on me. What do you want me to do?
I mean,
Skaha looks over at Cecilia and says, I am glad that you honored him.
I don't care.
I know.
I don't think you understand what this is. And I told you before. You and I really only have one thing left to do. And I'm gonna summon my axe. And be like, do you want to do that now?
Okay, she summons her spear. She says, if we
Real
must.
Real drunk right now. It's not a good choice.
Okay, Artemisia is gonna
Cecilia's gonna stand up as Artemisia's doing this for the
in
record.
between. If she can in time.
Ooh, I think if Stong sees this, he would stand behind Cecilia and then get ready to draw his sword, because he would definitely still be on her side.
No.
Okay, I'm glad. Was like, are you really gonna stab me in the back right now? I don't know how to process this. Aaron doesn't know how to process this.
No, he's trying to save you from yourself, maybe.
I'm gonna make an intimidation check.
Okay.
22.
Skaha starts growling low. She says, if that is what must be, that is what must be.
I'm guessing drinking doesn't count as a short rest, does it? Does it? I don't know. We're sitting.
Yeah, it does. It does, actually, yeah.
Time out.
It was hours.
Yeah.
Time out. Does Sturge have a sense that this has to happen, or is this just drama?
Well, that's a good question. Who
I think
knows?
with your
the
passive
thing?
insight, you kind of get the sense that Cecilia is like really on a path here. But I don't know if she's told you exactly what's going on.
Stong knows for sure, and Artemisia knows, yeah?
Yeah.
That she has to do this
Yeah.
now.
Well, now is not. Technically, it was supposed to be if I made her again. And then I just fudged it for a little bit, because technically the heart of the piercing.
But the
First, I
person,
didn't look, and then maybe the heart of the piercing was dead. But now I know she's maybe, I don't know. Also, I'm mad and drunk.
Yep.
okay, all right. Sturge is going to go into his Columbo routine, and he's gonna turn himself into a kind of doddering older dude with a wandering eye, and he's gonna come up and go, I just want one thing. This has to happen now. Does it happen to happen now? Because it could happen tomorrow. And
I think it's gotta.
And why does it have to happen? Can you just tell? I think I heard this once before, but
Well, she is full of fury and must vent it, Skaha says.
Is it
And
just
you are no one to stand in her way.
I understand. I wouldn't stand in the way. But why? It's the why. I think she's not just angry. What is it, Cecilia? Why? What? I'm happy to help, but I just need to understand.
Can we start with the fact that she abandoned me and now she. I know this is pretty great. Now she thinks that she can order me around like I'm a kid, like I don't know how to do anything with my life.
Wait, are you
Like,
a
I'm the
random old
only
guy right
person-
now, Sturge? Like, are you yourself, or
Oh,
are
I
you just a
assume
random
you
old
were
He's
guy?
not a random old guy. He's Columbo.
He's
So,
cool.
wait, that's actually an important point of clarification. Are you doing a bit, or are you disguised as Columbo?
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. So yes, disguised self, actor voice.
All right.
Mm.
do we? Is there what? Do I make a perception check to see if I can tell if this is Sturge? And I'm assuming investigation. I'm assuming, based on Sturge's abilities, I will not be able to tell. But I rolled a 21.
Okay.
He doesn't really make a. He sort of walks forward, transforming as he walks forward. He's not making a secret. He's not trying.
Yeah, I think your 21 is sufficient. Yeah, you could tell it's Sturge. Even though you're drunk, you can tell it's Sturge.
This might be when I'm drunk. If anybody walks up to me, I just assume it's Sturge doing a bit.
Yeah. I mean, 50% of the time, you will be correct. At least.
Solid 35% at least.
Okay.
And then it scares off the other weirdos, so.
So you are angry with your mother, which is most people are angry with their mother. That's understandable. But this is high stakes. This is high stakes. That's all it is. Just old grievances, mother and daughter.
That, and I told someone I would do this.
You made a promise. You made a promise.
Remember that thing that happened in the Briar House, and when it was all weird and haunted, and that thing?
Oh yes. Yeah. And you promised the house. You promised the house.
I promised my friend, who used to be your friend, isn't that right? She says to Skaha. Would you promise her?
Whose friend? Who is who? Who? I'm sorry.
Can we
There's
say
that
patron?
goblin cocktails going to your head.
Can we say patron? Like Artemisia's like, I've lost track of why we're not saying that patron.
She's sort of drunk. She's like, fine. I made the deal with the Archfey, the Heart of the Piercing. When I made my Warlock Pact, I'd kill my mother when I saw her again.
Warlock Pact?
She wasn't coming around again because she hadn't been around for 20 years, so it seemed like an easy deal.
Wait.
And then I told her to leave because I warned her about this, that it was going to happen and that there was no good that could come of it. And then she shows up anyway.
Now, I seem to remember something about the Heart of the Piercing. I heard something about the Heart of the Piercing. Real. It was soon. Just yesterday, I think it was. One of you was telling me. Heart of the Piercings in the news lately.
Skaha's just staring at Cecilia the whole time.
Cecilia's gonna break this intense eye contact for the first time and look at Sturge and go, what?
Where was she in the news? She was in the news for. I'm sorry.
What's the news?
In the broadsheets, in the talking. Everybody's talking, and
It's something that's new. Thus, it's in the news.
Unapproachable East.
So does Sturge know that the raven absorbed the?
Oh, that thing. Yes.
Yeah.
Because I was just saying that she ate the Heart of the Piercing.
Yeah. So
got it.
So let me get this straight. You made a promise, but that person you promised to doesn't exist anymore. Does that?
Unless she does, because the world's back.
And my magic still works, so the options are either I'm now a Warlock of the Golden Raven, in which case, where is she? Or somehow she didn't eat the Heart of the Piercing, or I don't actually know who I made a pact with. But whatever, I still sort of want to hit you with my axe.
So it seems like it might be a reasonable thing for you to find out if the Heart of the Piercing's still around. Because if she is, then yeah, you made her a promise. But if she's not, no promise. And then you don't have to, then all you're left with is just, the usual mother-daughter thing, maybe there was some neglect, maybe there wasn't some neglect. And, and does that have to be death? I don't know.
Does this fool speak truly, Scott?
You don't talk about my friends like that.
Did you promise the Heart of the Piercing that you would slay me?
I told you that! Did I not? I swear I did.
I did not believe it, but I do now.
What kind of promise? How hard would that be? You were gone. I wasn't looking for you.
Sturge is just going to turn back into himself and step back a little bit.
Of course.
Mission
That's
accomplished.
I
Oh, he's
thought
going to turn back into Klamu. Oh, one more thing.
I thought your sister only meant to keep us apart, but I'm sorry for doubting you, Artemisia.
Whoa. Thanks. I guess I'm not very believable.
Very well. If you must keep your promise, that is what you must do.
No! Artemisia is
I
gonna.
can't remember. Artemisia's taller than Cecilia, right?
Yes. Yeah, by a couple inches.
Can I try to reach past Artemisia and slap her? No, I want to hit Artemisia with the axe. I think drunk logic Cecilia knows not to swing axes around Artemisia, but she would like to do something. Ooh. Can I summon David behind her and have David attack her?
Behind Skaha, you mean?
Yes.
David. Disposable David.
I mean, yeah.
He's fine. He doesn't mind. It's fine.
Okay, so you start summoning him.
Man.
Rogar will say, "What do you want?"
She
Cecilia?
puts out her
What
hand
do you have?
Or
and
do I misty step behind her?
she. Okay.
I'll summon
Are
David.
we-
I said that first.
Are we rolling initiative? What's happening?
I don't know.
Okay. Well,
No, I take it back. I want a misty step. And no, I'm gonna go drunk logic. I'm gonna misty step and then I'm gonna pull her hair.
okay. So you make
There
a
we-
step, and
That's appropriate.
Skaha is suddenly moving and like spinning around and pulling her spear back. And in that moment, Cecilia, when you appear out of your misty step, the purple lady has suddenly turned gray and cold, like you were in an abandoned building. All the people are gone except for your companions and Skaha, who is still drawing back her spear. The walls have huge cracks in them. The windows are all missing. There's just one little piece of fabric still hanging from the ceiling. It kind of like waves disconsolately in the breeze.
No.
And you look up and you see the terrible shadow of the astral dreadnought far above you.
Kidding me.
I told you we should have had more. I'm glad we
The
had
fire is still crackling near where you are, because you basically teleported between Skaha and the fire. So now you're standing right there next to the fire. And as you look at it, it looks more and more red, like the flames become more and more red, until finally they start looking like blood instead of like fire.
Creepy.
And then the heart of the piercing stands before you.
Okay, that's not what I was expecting.
And in this case, all of y'all can see her, because you're all there and you're all looking at her.
Is
And
she
so is
giant
God.
wolf
What's
or
she look
naked
like?
blood-covered elf?
She looks different to each of you.
Oh.
To Cecilia, she looks like a naked blood-covered elf. To Artemisia, she looks like a giant blood-covered wolf.
Ooh.
To Stong, she looks like an armored warrior figure covered in spikes. To Sturge, she looks like a extremely gaunt, extremely tall woman, probably of a venerable age, whose hair is made of needles, and her nose is very long and pointy. And
Oh my god, it got weirder. The soap opera got weirder.
anyway, and she's looking around at each of you.
What about Rogar?
Oh, To Rogar, she looks a lot like Cecilia, except taller
Interesting.
and thinner, like narrowed out, as if all the meat has gone from her limbs.
You.
Skeletally thin,
Is that the Golden Raven?
kind of.
No rings though.
Rogar has seen the Golden Raven. She looks a bit like the Golden Raven to Rogar.
Oh.
And she looks down at Cecilia and she says nothing. Instead, Skaha turns her spear from pointing at Cecilia like you were gonna fight, and there's this gasp of just genuine fear, and she turns her spear toward the Golden Raven and starts directing it toward her instead. And the Golden Raven just holds, or Golden Raven, okay.
Yeah,
Or
Sword piercing.
holds up a hand, and Skaha's spear just shatters into thousands of green glowing needles that impale her and send her falling to the ground.
Oh no. Oh.
Dear.
Can I make an insight check to see? I'm curious about two things. One, is this the heart of the piercing for sure, versus some kind of Golden Raven trick? My other curiosity is how much trouble am I in right now?
Yeah, you can make an insight check, sure.
Are those separate?
No,
or
just one check. It's fine.
just one check? Ugh, it's a 16.
Yeah, those are related questions. Yes, it is the heart of the piercing. She looks exactly like you have always seen her.
Okay. Am I in trouble?
It's
I was literally about
you
to do
can't
it.
tell. It's really hard to
Swears.
tell with her.
God damn it.
Even if you're
Guys,
not
if
in
she
trouble,
asked,
you
it
just
was-
feel like you're in trouble.
I feel like I'm in a lot of trouble.
Emissary.
That's generally how I feel when I talk to her.
Emissary, she says.
Hello? Ooh, did Sarshan come?
Sarshan's there too. He's next
Okay.
to Stong.
Well, she's not Emma. Emma, whatever you said, that's Cecilia.
Rogar.
Okay, so I'm very glad to see that you are well. I had heard that maybe you weren't. Do my friends? Actually, first question, where are we? Because this doesn't seem like a place we'd like to be. I can't imagine
in
this
a
place you would like.
world between worlds, where I can reach out and speak with you, and convey upon you the gravity of the situation.
I feel like we got that pretty set. But okay.
You look upon the stars reflected in the surface of a lake and mistake them for the heavens.
Sorry. Try harder.
I free you from your vow.
Wait,
I dissolve our pact.
wait, I need that. I need that. I think I need that.
If you require power, you must find it elsewhere.
Like Aaron's like narratively, I love this, but oh crap.
You cannot carry my piercing where you need to go.
Okay.
For where you need to go, I am she you must defeat.
Oh, you're the Golden Raven. The Golden Raven is you. And we do have to go back and fight her. Yes?
Yes, your destiny has arrived.
Whoa.
I'm gonna pause and turn and be like, you all can see her, right? This is not like a drunk hallucination.
Yeah,
right?
everyone
Just
looks
checking.
horrified.
Well, so what Artemisia did is that when she saw the heart of the piercing, she turned into a wolf, and then she did a full like submission display, like neck and like belly exposed. And when the heart of the piercing didn't come for her, she went and like started sniffing around Skaha, try to see if she's okay. But Artemisia's definitely a wolf and definitely like tail tucked and like.
Yep. Skaha is lying there pierced by hundreds of emerald needles. That used to be her spear.
Rogar could go to heal her, but he's kind of looking at Cecilia like, should he heal her?
If you face me with my own power in your hands, you will perish, and your destiny will not be fulfilled.
Okay.
Seek
That's
you
a stalled
another.
argument. Okay, do you
Seek
have a
you
list?
out, my brother,
We're gonna
the
look
great
back
hunter.
at Sarshan. 'Cause this is
Sarshan,
the person Sarshan used to have a
Sarshan
pact
just like
with, right?
stone face, like yeah.
Just checking. What about Sarshan's pact? Doesn't he also have a pact with the Heart of the Piercing, or not?
Our pact is dissolved as well.
From before or as of now?
The question means nothing. All time
God.
is all time.
Guys, archfays are a lot. Okay.
Again, you see only reflections and not the truth.
Okay.
Seek you, my brother,
The hunter.
the hunter, in the land of endless winter.
Okay.
I shall open to you a path.
Wait, we have to do some stuff before that. Is it possible to have the path accessible for when we're ready for that?
You already know how to enter the path.
I do.
She points
I
at
mean, I
Sarshan.
don't.
That one kept you from entering the path too early. And Sarshan says, the portal.
Oh, Cecilia probably blushes.
Okay, I messaged that for a reason.
That's really funny. Yes.
Yeah,
How
anyways.
much of a callback is it? Is it a callback to when Cecilia came through the fucking pantry?
You know
That's our
what
one.
it is.
That was
That's where she
way-
first. That's where
All
she
the way
first
back
emerged
in
from.
Episode 1. All right. Okay. And Skaha the Heart of the Piercing points to Skaha and says, "That one shall be a guide along your path. She has turned from me. She will know what to do."
Okay. So then I will be able to cast things again.
In time. Seek
So the-
you, my brother.
Yep, nope, I got that part. So go find the hunter. Get a new pact. Train up and fight the Golden Raven. This is why I didn't get plane shift, isn't it?
All time is all time.
Oh my god. Okay. Is it too late to be a wizard?
You
Just go to
disappear in
school.
like a burst of blood, just like a
Study for
blood
hundreds of
geyser,
years.
just all over. And then you're standing back in the Purple Lady. All of you are there. Covered in
oh.
sweat. Artemisia is a wolf.
Wait, did you say we're covered in blood?
No, covered in cold
Oh,
sweat.
Oh, okay.
Artemisia is the wolf. Skaha is lying on the ground, like not actually impaled by anything.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
good.
and her spear is still intact?
Her spear has disappeared. And she is
Oh.
panting heavily.
What
I told you.
happens? Sorry, go ahead.
And then all of a sudden, people are dancing and partying around you like nothing even happened. Nothing. Just you and your own private hell.
They're just gonna sit back down in the booth and down that entire hideous drink. Just swallow, 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 swallow. Ah,
Rogar's gonna grab Ruan and go find an empty room.
You don't know where Ruan is. He disappeared
Oh, what?
earlier today and has not reappeared.
He's gonna go down to the docks.
Okay.
It's gonna make
Rogar says,
dock?
and then just leaves.
So Zelia will come over to the table, and if there's any cups that are still kind of full, she's gonna drink them. She's gonna look at Sturge. She's gonna like, this is why I said don't make one. Don't do it. This is why I said don't warlock pacts.
I wonder if her brother, he must know you're coming. Surely they talk.
I don't know. I don't know, man. I mean, Cecilia's like thinking of Sturge's brother, and like, you don't necessarily talk to your siblings.
He was kind of a loser.
But I don't know. I
think this is quite an adventure. You benefited so greatly from her. Yes, she was.
Can I make an Eldritch, can I get Eldritch Blast going in my hands?
Oh. Sure.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens?
Nothing happens.
GG.
Oh my god.
Summon your axe.
Hey, some of my axe?
Nothing happens.
Temporary. This is a good reason to go now, isn't it?
I mean, not right now. I'm super drunk.
Sarshan finally appears at the table. He says, I have a spell for that.
It's not working.
He casts a paladin spell on you.
What happens?
You are no longer drunk.
Oh.
Oh, good. Now I have to do this sober. I appreciate the help. We haven't gotten to talk to Illyra yet. I'm not ready to go marching across the endless wastes for the next. How long has it been since we saw Mirren?
I
don't know, it's
half
like-
a day.
So we've got 14 hours left on this thing? Ish?
So, you hear a gentle clearing of a throat behind you, and you see that Illyra has finally arrived.
Okay.
And she looks at you, and she looks at everything that's gone on, and she just says, "What the fuck?" And then that's all the time we have for tonight. We'll be back next week.
Illyra, that's a wonderful question.
We'll be back next week and find out where the irregulars are going from here. Don't worry, it's not necessarily as dire as it appears. Dun dun dun. Okay,
That's easy for you to say. All your NPCs, well, I guess not all of them get to keep their spells, but...
That's right. Sarshan's down to being a level 5 paladin. Nice. Anyway, I've been Eric Scott V, the DM of this campaign.
I'm Aaron M. Evans. I've never been so mad. I didn't multi-class. You can find me on Twitter at Aaron M. Evans. You can listen to my podcast, Writing About Dragons and Shit, with B-Deb Walters and Trevor Bettis, wherever you can download fine podcasts. Our episode this week is going to be a little late because life happened. You can also catch me on Mondays on this channel for Concentration Check, a co-writing space where we focus and do work sprints for whatever project you are working on. And you can find me on Wednesdays on twitch.tv/CNE Games at 11 a.m. for Champions of Lore with B-Dave Walters and Trevor Bettis, where we talk about the lore behind the game. Our sponsors brought us Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. Check them out at idlechampions.com.
Nice.
I've been Rhiannon Held. My latest book is the collection of the novellas in my space opera series called Idyllion, the Amsterdam Institute series. And all of our different books, as we are authors, you can find them on the Amazon widget on our Twitch page or on our website, dungeonscrawlers.com. So check them out. We cover a range of genres. You can try them out if you like what we're doing here. And tonight, thank you to our moderators, Shay, Maridug, Seldrine, and I heard him say it on the guest stream, so I'm going to try to say it right. Rumpus Imperator, I think he said.
Oh.
So.
Imperator. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
We learn
cool,
something every day.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Yang Yang Wang. Right now, apparently an ad is running, so some people can't hear our outro. But yeah, normally I would do the drawing right now, but I think this week it is going to be Steven that's going to be doing it. So he will actually set up, and then we'll drum roll and announce a winner in a bit.
Okay, are we waiting for a ad?
The ad to be over.
We should wait for the ad break to be over. It'll be a minute yet.
Yep,
Okay.
I'm Randy Henderson. I was Rogar, and while we wait and check out our Discord, come on over, join us over there. We talk about lots of cool stuff, gaming, the stream, hobbies, writing, support each other in life and on our passions. So come join the community over there. And if you're new to the stream, you can check out our website too, dungeonscrawlers.com. You'll find info on the players, on the characters, recaps of all our past episodes, and links to all kinds of fun stuff. Yeah, I feel like there was something else like really cool recently. Like, I don't know, because of the break. Like, so much happened during the break. Like the announcement about Empire of Exiles. So I mean, you know, the title and everything.
Yep.
And,
The real book.
yeah, it's a real book coming in
November.
November.
Which is very fast for publishing, but it's
Yeah.
a ways away.
Super
Yep.
exciting. And and then there was a post in our Discord. Emily, who is not here tonight, Emily Tang, revealing some of the work she's been doing on Magic: The Gathering. It's pretty exciting. You should check that out.
It's such a beautiful set. Neo Kamigawa is gonna be hype.
Cool. Is the ad done?
Ad
Yes.
done yet?
So
All right.
I'm Stephen Merlino. I am in charge of the ad today. The giveaway. This will do the Phoenix Dice giveaway, which is for a dice scroll tube and also a 2 sets of dice of your choice. Here we go.
Real quick, thanks for the bits, Meyer Doug, and thank you so much for the sub, MB. Really appreciate it.
Oh yeah, thank you everybody.
Definitely.
It was so awesome.
Okay.
Hey!
Monk of Grey Hop!
Congratulations!
Yay!
Awesome.
Woohoo! So Monk of Greyhawk, we need to get your info. How does that work, Yang Yang? Remind me.
We'll handle it offline. Besides,
Okay,
I believe Monk has actually won before, so we actually already have their stuff on record. You are lucky.
What are the odds?
You have a
That's a very
lucky
3.57%
class.
chance tonight, and last time was even lower.
Okay, so
All right.
we're going for the second one, which is the Norse Foundry set of dice. It's
Surprise
a grab
bag.
bag. It's a grab bag, so it's sort of a nobody knows what's in the bag, but
But it is one full set, like one complete set of a single type.
They're so beautiful and heavy.
Oh yeah, and dangerous. Like if you throw them at somebody.
I might need a little help with this because it says pick winner, but it's not letting me pick a winner. I hit close entries. Okay.
Yeah. Which bot is this one?
This is Cloudbot.
Yeah, so once you have it closed, you should be able to pick a winner. I can go into it.
Yeah, it says I hit close entry and it's not doing it, but
Let me take a look.
yeah, give it a shot.
It'll just be extra tension until we pick a
Yeah,
winner.
more
Right?
drum roll.
Yeah.
Keep that drum roll going.
Wait.
Oh, there we go.
Out of curiosity. Oh, did it
Deckard
work? Okay.
Kane Sender, congratulations!
Awesome.
Nice.
Yay!
It's
Yeah,
still
we will
going
message
on my computer. All right.
Maybe your computer's froze.
Next time. All right. So
Gremlins.
that's normally Randy goes last. So I'll just kick it back to Randy.
All right. I've been Stephen Merlino, and thank you all. I play Sturge. Thank you to be sure to check out our YouTube. Hit the subscribe and the bell there to follow us. And until next time, everyone, stay scrawling.